Hello world, my name is Chromaray and welcome back to Tomato Clinic. I'm happy to say there are more games, horror games, and action-y horror games coming soon. I just have to find out if I have someone to play that action-y game with. Anyway, it's time for more Tomato Vampire Clinic Cafe time. Before Chroma gets any time to wait, Mari shows up again. How was the activity? What? Sorry? How did you like the first activity? You know, the vampire sunscreen routine. Oh, that. It was pretty interesting, I guess. Oh, I'm really glad. It took a lot of time cutting the whiteboard to the right size. You cut it yourself? Yep. We're pretty short on funds, so most of the stuff here is DIY. Wow, that's amazing. I think they're talking about the dummy. Thanks, we tried our best. Sorry, I got a bit off topic. I'm actually here because it's time. Time for what? For a re-quiz. A re-quiz? It's been like a minute. A chance for you to take our vampire quiz again. I think it should be pretty easy since you already know the answers. I'll try my best. Here's a new sheet. Just let me know when you're done. Murray leaves Chroma to fill out the quiz. Okay, let's try this again. Where do vampires get most of their nutrition? They said blood, right? It's not, it's blood. What happens if they get exposed to light? They said sunburns. What do you use to ward them off? None of the above. And they sleep in beds. Nothing, they don't turn to anything. That's a dumb question. There, I think that's 6 out of 6 if that was 6 questions. Okay, I'm done. Murray, I finished the quiz. As soon as Chroma calls out, Maria appears. That was fast. Let me see. Question 1 is correct. Vampire's nutrition is blood. Let's check the next one. Correct. 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 You got them all correct. No bad. Wait, that's a total 5 out of 5. Perfect. For that, you get a prize. A prize? A prize of getting turned? Yep. Here. Oh, I got a little pin. A tomato pin. With this, you're part of the Tomato Club. What's that exactly? A club of vampires and friends. You're the 3rd member. I hope you'll make your vampire knowledge and share it with your friends too. I'll try, and thank you for the pin. Cool, I think Gakudo should be back anytime soon, so I'll leave you to it. Marie walks out of the room through one of those doors. Oh, she actually walked out normally this time. I guess I'll just wait for Gakudo to come back. Maybe we're turning into a vampire. Now we can see her move with her vampire speed. I can take a little look around here in the meantime. They have some interesting magazines. I've never seen most of them before. Do not look around the vampire place. You're gonna find something you'd wish you didn't. Vampire Weekly, Fang Outpost, Wired for Nights. Gakudo walks in and notices Chroma looking at the magazines. Maybe I'm just skeptical about all of this. Maybe these vampires are really just nice people. You can take a look at them if you want. Oh, no, I'm sorry, I was just... Like I said, feel free to take a look at them. They're there for visitors to look at, after all. Oh, okay. Maybe a bit later. Whatever. Do what you want. I have the next activity ready when you are, though. I am. Ready, that is. What's the next activity? A backstage tour of sorts. I'm going to show you the process we go through before blood donation. Okay. We are going to be looking at blood and that kind of stuff. Are you going to be okay with this? I don't think so. Yes, of course I'm okay with the blood. It's just material that comes out of the human body whenever bad things happen. Or good things sometimes. What kind of good things? I don't know. When you're getting your blood drawn for finding vaccines and other stuff. I don't know what I'm talking about. You sure? I will, and I was just caught off guard. Sorry, I really haven't done anything like this before. Yeah, I can get that. It's really nothing to be nervous about, though. Let me show you. Oh, he's gonna show me personally. I love the new change in environmental colors. Gakuto takes Chroma to a lounge area. This is where the blood donations happen. Huh? It doesn't look very clinical. Yeah, Mari wanted all the rooms here to look as inviting as possible, to make sure people could feel comfortable. We visited a bunch of other clinics in other areas before deciding on the look of Tomato Clinic. It definitely makes me feel relaxed, at least. Huh, I guess it was worth the work we put into it then. What? Sorry, I didn't quite catch that. Nothing. What do you mean it was worth the work? Like, is that a secret? Is this blue stuff not paint but something worse? Nothing anyway. Let me explain the process. How much do you know about blood donation? Not very much, honestly. I've only ever had blood tests, and that's about it. Okay then, I'll start at the beginning. First off, just to be clear, any possible misunderstandings. Both Murray and I are certified to draw blood. All vampires working at the donation clinics are required to be certified, so there are more than one. For both the regular human method and the vampire-assisted method. What? Regular human method probably means using a needle, but what's the vampire-assisted method? I'm guessing you don't know much about vampire things, right? Oh my god, so sorry. Well, you've probably heard stupid stories about people getting pleasure from vampire bites. Yeah, I have, like in Twilight and stuff. That's not how it works. Oh, our fangs have a substance which is a natural anesthetic with a calming effect. They're also very sharp and pointy, so the wound left behind is very small. At blood donation clinics, the process is simple. Bite, then draw. Huh. They bite you, and that's what they do. They have their vampire charisma powers to make you want to give up your blood. First, we bite to create a small wound. Then we use a needle to draw out the blood. Oh, but why not just use a needle in the first place? Unfortunately, blood loses its nourishing qualities quite quickly after leaving the body. That is, unless it's first stabilized by the substance in our fangs. Huh, looks like I was overthinking it. Well, it's easier to just bite and suck blood from the source. We can't expect a human to always be available when a vampire gets hungry. That's where blood donation clinics come in. So they get their blood from humans. What if a human doesn't want to give up their blood? We draw blood and distribute to vampires who need it. Oh, like a vampire food bank. I thought that they would just get it from animals. Something like that. Yeah, everything makes sense so far. I think so. Before we can actually draw the blood, though, we do need a health check to make sure everything is okay. What kind of issues could there be? For example, maybe the person's blood is infected with something and they don't know. They might have recently taken medication that prevents them from donating. They might just be feeling sick, and donating blood could make them feel worse. Huh. Once we have confirmed that everything is okay, then we can start the blood donation process. The human gets comfortable on the couch, and the vampires take their arm. Arm? Not the neck? Well, it is true that it's easier to drink blood from the neck. Since we're drawing the blood through needles, it's easier to do it through the arm, like a regular blood donation. Yeah, regular. Oh, I guess that makes sense. One thing we make sure is very clear, though, is that it's okay to stop at any time. We also always want to make sure both the human and vampire are comfortable with everything. So if the human feels uncomfortable, we call it off. Same for if the vampire feels uncomfortable. Maybe you start feeling dizzy during the donation, or you just change your mind. You don't need a reason. If someone says stop, everything stops. We'll even give you a button you can press, just in case you're anxious about something. Saying it out loud. Wow, you're really prepared. Well, we're asking people to give their blood to us. We want to make sure we have their complete consent. Anyway, that's the end of this presentation. Hopefully you've got a better idea of our blood donation process now. I think I do, thank you. Great, I'm going back to the cafe area. I'm gonna prepare for the next activity. Could you wait here until I'm done? Got it. Cool. Gakuto leaves the lounge area. The blood donation process it's a lot more complicated than I expected. I guess I should just wait here now. Until Murray. Hello! That was weird. Murray slides into the room. What? There isn't even a door on that side of the room. Where on earth did you come from? Ha, that's a secret. Technically, this time is scheduled for a quiz, but since you've already passed the quiz though, you want to ask me some questions? How common are vampires? Can people be turned... Yeah, that's a good question. Can people be turned into vampires? Oh no, huh? No, that's impossible. Absolutely not possible. Sorry, I knew that already. What? No, I didn't. That's what it says in the books I've read before. Books? They teach you this somewhere? It's just, people still say that we can, right? Huh. Being a vampire isn't a disease. It's not contagious. We can't infect anyone with it. It's just one of those unfortunate myths that's spread. Sorry for bringing it up. Don't apologize. I'll happily answer any questions like this if it means I can clear things up. Any more questions? Any more questions? How common are they? How common are vampires compared to humans? It really depends, honestly. Vampires tend to live in small communities. Lately, though, you have more vampires like Gakuto and me moving to big cities and such. Now that humans know a bit more about us, it's easier for us to live among humans. Really? I've lived here my whole life, but I don't think I've seen more than a couple of vampires. I mean, you can't really tell we're vampires at first glance, right? Well, they look like human, they're just slightly pale, I guess. And they have teeth if they want to show them. If you're not looking too closely, we really just look like pale-skinned humans. Oh, that's true. You might actually know a couple of vampires without knowing it. No, these teeth are way too not sharp to be... Actually, I have those... I wonder if I do. Any of other questions? Not right now. I'm okay, I think. Okay then, in that case, that's everything from me. Gakuto will let you know when he's ready, so just stay here. Mari disappears again, though in a different direction this time. How do they fund this if nobody knows about them? I wonder if there are secret passageways in this place. Nah, that would be a bit too much. I wonder how much longer Gakuto will be, though. As if on cue, Gakuto comes in. Hey, Chroma. I'm done setting up. Let's go back to the cafe. Gakuto leaves without waiting for a reply. I guess I should follow him. Chroma goes to the cafe area, but it looks completely different. The room is dim and the only source of light is a candle on the table. Oh my. Wait, what? I didn't look like this before. I mean, I said I was prepping, right? What is this for? It's an old vampire tradition. A blood tasting. Don't worry. I'm not actually gonna make you drink blood. We're doing a human-friendly version with tomato juice. Then what? It's like humans have holidays, right? Yeah. And for these holidays, you usually gather people together, right? Yeah, for family dinners and such. Well, vampires don't eat. Oh, right. So what we usually do instead is have a blood tasting together. Humans share food, vampires share blood. Food's a big part of human culture, right? It is. I guess blood fills the same role in vampire culture, because we have food at every single event, like the Super Bowl, if you celebrate that, if that's even something you celebrate. Thanksgiving, Christmas, Halloween, gaming events. Blood fills the same role. But how does that... I'll explain, but first, I want your blood. I want to check that you're okay with doing this. We're not using real blood, but the idea is that we're going to pretend we are. Of course, even when we use actual blood, it's always blood that's drawn with consent. But if you don't want to do this activity, you don't have to. It's a bit too much. I want to try. I'm open-minded to this. If it's okay, I want to try. I guess we didn't ever get to customize our character for some reason. I think I maybe clicked twice on the spacebar when it came up and I never saw it. To be honest, I do feel a bit nervous. I don't think I've ever done anything like a blood tasting before. And I'd still like to try though, if it's okay. I came here to learn more about vampires after all. If you'd let me participate in a bit of your culture, I'd really be happy. Sounds like we're okay then. Now, let me explain how blood tasting works. There are actually many different kinds with different steps. The one we're doing today is for when vampires invite one another to their household. It's meant to show hospitality as well as trust. Oh, sort of like serving drinks to guests at a party. Well, it's usually a bit more formal than that. There will be a vessel filled with blood, in this case tomato juice. The vampire who is hosting, in this case me, pours a glass for the guest. That would be me. Yes, it's polite to serve the guest first. Next, the guest will return the favor and pour a glass for the host. The point is to show that they are honored to be a guest. Then both parties will take a sip, but just a small one. Next, this is so weird. The vampires clink their glasses together. Huh, they make a toast after they've already drunk? The idea is that since they've already taken a sip, part of their self is left on the glass. And by clinking the glasses together, they're sharing that part of their self with the other party. Huh. A blood tasting is usually done when somebody invites somebody over for the first time. It's a way of saying, I trust you in my home. Part of our trusting somebody is entrusting them with yourself, so that's what a blood tasting is meant to show. That's really interesting. Finally, both vampires drink until their glass is empty without stopping. I don't have a glass on me. I do have a water bottle over here somewhere. Anyway, this is meant to show trust. It doesn't have water in it, never mind. Not emptying the glass would show hesitation to accept the other vampire's offer of trust. Wow, there's a lot of thought put into all of the actions, huh? To be honest, I think most vampires don't really think that much about it. We just do blood tastings this way because that's how they've always been done. That sums up the steps though. Are you ready to try? I think so. Okay, let's sit at the table then. I'll pour you a glass. Okay, do you remember what to do next? Clink glasses. No, that's last almost. Take a sip. Pour from the bottle. Yeah, you give them each. Good job. The first step is returning the favor and pouring a glass for your host. Okay, do you remember what to do next? Drink from the bottle. No, you don't drink from the bottle ever. You take a sip from your glass. Yeah, that's right. And then you clink glasses. Right, we each take sips from the glass. Next, what do we do? You clink glasses. Yup, we clink glasses. Now what do? You drink until it's empty. Right, we down the rest of our glasses. And that's it. So they had the extra option just to see if you'd get it wrong. A vampire's blood tasting. What did you think? Thank you for doing this with me. I'm really glad I had the chance to experience it. Though we used tomato juice, that was pretty much exactly how a blood tasting usually goes. Huh. I'm glad you seem to have enjoyed it. Huh? Nothing. Hopefully that was educational in some way or another. Anyway, that's the last activity, which means this is the end of our tour. Aw, that was quick. Could you head to the reception? Marie should be waiting for you up there. Okay, how about you, Kakudo? I'm just going to clean this up first. Got it, I'll see you later. Chroma heads back to the reception area. Huh? Marie isn't here yet. Of course, she barges into the room. Hi, Chroma. Hi, Marie. I came back here since the tour is over. Right, and thank you for taking part in our tour. You should have seen this as well as when signing up, but at the end we have an optional blood donation. Oh right, I remember seeing that. Of course, this is only if you want to. You'll always have to pass our health check first. Today, both Kakudo and I are available for blood donations. Just let me know if you'd like to donate. And if you would, Who would you like to draw your blood? Oh, that's cool. So are these 3 different endings? I don't know. I'm gonna get some water real fast and take some sips from my own blood. I mean, water. I mean, haha. I'll be back. Nice and thirsted off of the water. Totally just water. I think Gakudo, we've done way more with Gakudo. I'd like Gakudo to draw my blood if that's okay. Of course, I'll take you to the lounge. Because we did the whole bunch of tests with him, we did the dummy with him, and then we did the weird freaking ritual with him. Chroma goes to the lounge area where Gakudo is waiting. You decided to do the blood donation then. I did. Well, I already explained this earlier, but first we'll do a health check to make sure everything is okay. Then we'll have you sit on this couch. That looks like a chair to me. I'll use my fangs to create a very small wound in your arm. Totally not your neck. Then I'll use a needle to draw out the blood. I'll keep you company until the blood is over. One thing I want to make sure you understand is you can ask me to stop at any time. This is getting a little heated. Got it. Ha. If you want to stop, you can press this button. Okay. If you're okay, we can start with the health check. Okay. It looks like everything's in order. We can start now. Press the button. I'm good. I can start. Okay then, would you sit down on the couch and give me your arm? Perfect. I'm going to use an antiseptic on your skin first. I'm going to bite and it'll sting a little. Press the button. No. Say nothing. Why isn't he just... Don't we have the option to use the needle? Okay, that's done. I'm going to put the needle in now. I'll be using this to draw the blood out. Say nothing. Okay, the needle is inside. It'll take about 10 minutes for enough to be drawn. I'll keep you company until it's done. Thanks for doing this, by the way. Why are you thanking me? I know I wasn't exactly always polite today. Honestly, I wasn't really sure I even wanted to do these tours for humans. Humans haven't exactly been really kind to me. Oh, being a vampire is already uncommon enough, but on top of that, I'm trans too, so it can be a lot. That sounds really tough. It can be. That's part of why I agreed to Marie's stupid plan. I didn't think there was really any point, but if it could get people to stop being so stupid about vampires, even just a little, I thought maybe it would be worth trying. You definitely helped me learn a lot about vampires, so I really appreciate this tour. Thank you. You're welcome. I don't know if I've complimented the soundtrack already, but it deserves compliments. Okay, the blood donation is finished. Already? Yeah, we're done. That was faster than I expected. I'm going to leave you some juice and snacks. When you're done with them and feel okay to move, come to the front. Got it. Gakudo heads out of the door. I'll just eat these biscuits then. Are they to restore blood pressure? Chroma goes to the front of the clinic. Hey, I haven't heard this song yet. Hi, Gakudo. You feeling okay? Yeah, I'm totally fine. Okay, take this pamphlet then. It has a general information about what not to do after a blood donation. Got it. Thanks. That's it for today then. Thanks for coming. Thanks for having me. I enjoyed the tour. Marie's thinking of some new tour ideas right now. You can come back again if you want to. What? Huh. I said you can come back again if you want to. Oh, you wouldn't mind? Why would I? We can't even run this clinic without visitors. That's true. But what I mean is to say is I wouldn't mind if you came back again. I enjoyed showing you around too. Oh, then I'd definitely like to come back again. I'm looking forward to it then. Thank you for playing. Well, that was pretty cute. And it was a fun change of pace from being chased around to reading about vampires who aren't exactly evil, but they just want to find a way to live peacefully with humans. I hope you enjoyed this. I did. Thank you for watching, and we'll meet again in the next contingency.